Hello and welcome to the Kindred Essence Tarot and to my latest reading, which is on What Do Men Think of You? So the title is pretty self-explanatory, so take a tune in to the three piles, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Pick a pile that resonates the most with you and let us get started. What do men think about you? Pile number 1. Pile number 1, gold. So my sense is they think you're very valuable. 4 of Cups. Maybe they even think that you're too valuable in that they almost feel that you're like there's a certain subset of men who think that you're above them. Yeah, 5 of Swords, exactly what I got. It's almost like you almost have the vibe of a high income earner. So I'm hearing that you could attract, in regards to men, I'm hearing that there's sort of 3 different groups. And I'm hearing that's a good thing. So there's a group that think you're almost too good, like you're a very powerful, almost Oprah Winfrey type person. If that makes it somebody, a go-getter, and they feel very defeated, and they think you're almost too good, therefore they don't want to have anything to do with you. And then I've got that there's guys that are very kind of toxic, like the Knight of Swords, that are sort of attracted to you, and kind of because you have something going on that they want. It's almost like since you're this person who it's almost together, you almost attract guys who are not quite there, but they want what you have, either financially or emotionally. I'm hearing, you attract guys who want what you have. And this could happen with different people too, not just like all people I'm hearing. But it's like they basically are attracted to you because you have what they want. And basically, and it's either emotional, it's some sort of energy. It could be a combination of financial, or you could attract guys that want to fight you because they think that you've got like there are like there's a certain subset of God, the Emperor and the Nine of Pentacles that want to fight you because you're very independent and powerful, and they don't like that. But then you attract that. But as you fine tune your energy, I hear that you're up leveling. You're going to attract guys that are more, or maybe you already have, that are Queen of Cups. They're truly not toxic, but a high quality guy. But you have a very powerful, confident, strong energy that just screams success. You could be an ENTJ personality type, or even an ENFJ, or somebody who's just really powerful, and you will wait. Like, it's like they sense that you're a quality go-getter type person, right? It's a combination of being a quality, and even as I tune into your energy, I feel very, I me myself am sort of admiring your energy because it's a very strong, powerful energy, and it's a very powerful energy, and it's like, so the Magician and Justice. So I'm hearing that you get a lot of projections that are not unfounded on you from guys and even other people. King of Pentacles, people that want to be the king because you have almost queen-like energy. You may have even had that kind of role in the past. So it's sort of like there's a lot of, it kind of arouses anger in some type of male. 6 of Pentacles, because you won't give them what they want, which is sort of a certain particular powerful energy. Queen of Pentacles energy. Like, you have a certain, like, powerful energy and what have you, right? 7 of Cups, and again, that's another else. I get other energies where it's like you're not somebody who has the head in the clouds. You know what? Yeah, exactly what I was gonna say. You know the Chariot. You know exactly where you're going, and you know how to get to where you're going. And I find myself admiring this energy, almost wanting to learn from it too. The 5 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles, and it's almost like it's almost like there's a subset of guys that you're almost too good for, and they really, and when I say that, I don't mean that in a snobby way, but it's kind of like there's like there's a certain subset that are kind of, what's the word, like kind of stoner people who kind of want to keep their, not that there's anything wrong with doing, what I'm trying to convey is sort of not like there's anything that wrong with doing pot. People do that with, I mean, sometimes for medical reasons or for just for calming reasons. It can be a good sleep aid, but there's a certain energy. What I'm trying to say is there's a certain energy of guys who are just not motivated and not powerful that really take your power as an offense. It could be people as well too, Queen of Swords, and it's like they almost try to replicate your energy and attack you with it or something, but it's not really your energy. It's like they're trying to like it's like they're trying to replicate your energy and basically, yeah, and steal something from you, because they're very like toxic souls. And 10 of Pentacles, and they feel very, and Page of Pentacles, they feel that you're the 10 of Pentacles and they're the Page of Pentacles, and because they're kind of unconscious guys that sort of project this on you, it's sort of like unconscious, and they feel that you're this burden. It's like they feel, it's like it doesn't even make any sense. But I'm hearing this is like 10% of guys that are very like kind of low quality, seem to really not like your power and your confidence. But I'm hearing that you're attracting better people into your life. So like I'm hearing that you can look forward to this kind of energy going goodbye. And you truly finding, it's like, I think you're kind of frustrated with people in general, so it's sort of like you'll be, but then then I'm hearing that you attract that. How do guys feel about you? They tend to admire you, like I said before. They tend to admire you, and your powerful sort of Oprah Winfrey energy. Not just saying like Oprah. I mean, I think she's been kind of shady lately. Maybe Oprah's not, but what I'm trying to say is not like you're like Oprah, but your energy is that way. I'm not comparing you to Oprah or saying that you're like Oprah, but the whole Oprah powerful get what you want template. So a lot of guys admire you, they hate you or they love you type thing, and then and you're going to be looking forward to attracting people who love you for who you are, not people who reject and project on you and cause you all sort of toxic damage. So I'm hearing look forward to attracting better people into your life, better men, better people, whatever it is that you want. And it's sort of like you'll be almost balanced in all levels of your life, and you can be totally powerful and move forward even more. Because yeah, I sense such a wonderful, powerful energy to you, and I'm hearing, yeah, financial. It's kind of like some of you have had financial success, but some people who pick the paw haven't. But you're on the right track to have that powerful energy, because you know how to get that energy, that girl boss energy. Maybe I shouldn't use that term, but you know what I mean, that powerful energy, and you're going on that direction. So that's pile number 1. Pile number 2, what do men think of you? Interesting, 3 different stones, so maybe they're confused about what they think about you. Oh no, yeah, 6 of Cups. I'm hearing they don't know if you're sweet or sour, but they find you very fascinating. 8 of Swords, and they feel conflicted about you, but I'm hearing they don't know if you're sweet or sour, because there's 3 different stones here. 7 of Wands. 7, it's like they sense that you've got this sort of sweet facade, and they kind of like that, but it's like they sense these energies under the surface, and whether they're correctly perceiving you as his energies, they do find the energies to be fascinating. King of Cups. So you might find guys who want to save you because they feel that you're a little girl or something. Not a little girl, but they see you as sort of a little girl who needs saving. But then another subset of men think that you're almost sour and could really bite off their head if you wanted to. So very Like they sense that you're a very powerful energy too. Yeah, they fear, some fear you, some think you're very, it's a mixture of fearsome and sweet energy, and it's like you may have a very complex personality. Queen of Swords, Two of Swords. And it's almost like they don't, it's very, okay, exactly what I was thinking. So the Queen of Swords, Two of Swords, they don't know what energy you are going to emit. They don't know, and it's like, and a lot of them find that very fascinating, and some of them find that very scary. Four of Pentacles. So I'm hearing that some are very drawn to you, and some run from you and want to, like, they have a fear-based defensive reaction to you because like they sense such complex energy to you, while others want to almost go out of the way to give you stuff. They want to give you stuff. They want to almost save you type thing. That's the kind of energy they have. They want to sort of save you or give you positive. Oh, that shadow. Maybe I'll look at that, and then I'll look at this one too. I got 6 on the bottom. So King of Swords. They want to. It's like they almost, yeah. And then they want the tower. So saving someone from a tower. So they sort of want to save you, but then they're very confused because do you really want saving? So it's almost like they don't know whether you're dependent and childlike or extremely confident. And then you seem very confident, and it's almost like you go from being shy and insecure to extremely confident to shy and insecure again. And it's sort of like you may not have the most, and I don't mean to sound insulting or anything, but it's almost like you may have very very interesting sides to your personality that add a complex energy to it. Like it adds a very like a complex energy to your personality, and it's sort of like basically it's like you're very complex, and it's like what I'm trying to say when I see unstable, I mean like it may not be, you may be on kind of that way, but it's kind of like, it's like, okay, you have this persona. It's like you have a very, what I'm trying to say is not unstable, but it's like a very complex personality. Like it's fascinating. It's like they don't think you have one side, you have multi sides, and that can be very fascinating. And intriguing. And then there's some, so sort of a psychologically depthful person will be like, oh, drawn to you, oh, that's fascinating. But somebody who is fearful would be running away from that. So running towards you, running away from you is kind of maybe the energy that you're used to experiencing. And it's sort of like, and it's sort of like your personality is very, and I'm hearing, do not feel bad about the fact that you have like a complex personality, right? A personality that is one side could be really like hard and like almost like, what's the word? Almost, not the word punitive. I'm trying to, sometimes it's like hard to get the exact words, but very, very strong and willful and like this is, and stubborn. But then the sides are completely almost complacent, and they go along with that, going along with what people want. Like it's called, like I heard a name for it, where you have extremely opposite sides of personalities in one person, right? And it's like, okay, somebody's very kind and empathic, but they could easily beat the crap out of someone. Trigger warning, I don't know if I need a trigger warning for that. If someone was an evildoer, they could easily switch into another personality that would be not so, like completely shutting that side off, and completely hard nosed, like compassionate, completely like hard and like just, And independent, it's almost like they think that you're extremely independent and yet needy. Extremely, like, so what I'm trying to say is, like, they don't know quite, and you may have all those aspects within yourself, right? Extremely independent and yet extremely needy. And not saying that those, not needy, not saying that. What I'm trying to say is, like, the complexity of your personality, like, attracts, like, can attract somebody who likes that kind of complexity, or makes somebody run away from that. So let's see what else. What do they think about you? I'm hearing dreamy and mystical and complex, and also a good conversationalist, and also somebody who has who almost who doesn't dump their stuff on other people. So they think that you're not a super talkative girl, not somebody they think you're not a gossip, like somebody who thinks that girls are gossips. They think that you're not a gossip. Interesting. That's what came out. But somebody who hides their feelings and yet can expose them in certain circumstances. That's what they think. But somebody interesting. So they almost have this sense of that you may feel a lot of despair. You may feel an interesting amount of despair, and then it's interesting, and I got the word hope, and then something which is the opposite of despair. So very, like, almost I'm hearing that a musician or an artist type could be drawn to you. That could be the type that be drawn to you, because they're just like, oh, you're not, I'm hearing they also feel that you're not snobby. You're not a gossip, you're not snobby, but you're very complex. And the type that, like musicians or artists would be very drawn to. And it's sort of like, so I'm hearing lots of guys, or even people, but guys, they're always watching you. Like they find you quite fascinating. And I'm hearing not a gossip, not I'm hearing that they think you're maybe a little bit unstable. So in some cases, not all cases you pick the call, but some may think you're a little bit unstable. But and everyone may feel that you hold your emotions inside, and you soldier on, and you don't complain. You're not a complainer, but somebody who soldiers on, but has a lot of emotions about it. Like, you're the type of person, if you had a bad incident, it wouldn't come out in the form of, like, complaining. Like, it's like they think you're a little bit different in the, like, you're unstereotypical, not quite like certain like, not what certain girls are like, what a they think you're not like a stereotypical girl, but you're sort of an emotionally complex person who has many different sides. And some guys may fear that, and some, like, sort of artist, musician types might find it very fascinating and endearing, but others may find it fearsome, and also, in some cases, even angering. Or, like, they need to, like, they may have this feeling that they need to, like, if it's an accountant type, they may feel, like, threatened by your undercurrents of emotions that aren't being expressed. Because they're not being, it's like an undercurrent of emotions, and then they feel like they have to, like, sort of do something with it. They need to do something with it, and they need to, I don't know, like, to do something with it, to kind of, but they don't know what. And then because they don't know what to do with your undercurrents of feelings, like, not feelings, because they don't know, they feel an automatic anger. But that would be a guy that you wouldn't want to be around. So that's the type of guy that would find you interesting. But then the Knight of Swords would find you kind of a little bit, you could go two ways, but maybe a little bit fearsome. But yeah, it's like sensitive, guys would be attracted to you, and almost feeling that you're so I'm hearing something else too, that you may attract guys or people who think that you're almost sweet and like, that they don't see a dark side to you, which everybody has a dark side, and then it's like they don't see what is actually going on. Like, they don't see that you could attract guys that don't see you at all. They see one side of your complex personality, and then they don't see the whole side to you. But it's like you're a diamond with many different sides. So that's why I put 3 different stones. These stones are very different. You have a very complex personality, very fascinating, very complex, very fascinating. Pile number 3. What do guys think about? What does see? The 4 of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and Strength. So interesting. I'm hearing that they almost feel that you would do whatever it is to get what you want. Like, you're almost stubborn. And that's not I don't know if that's the right, like a stubborn person who would stick to your goals, like unwavering, not flimsy, you would do what it needs to get the job done. And I'm hearing almost Taurus energy, like very secure, grounded in the earth, and goal oriented. Somebody who almost goes to would go to the doctor regularly. So the opposite of a interesting foe and enemy. The opposite of somebody who is like gregarious and the opposite of somebody who's gregarious. Like they think you're okay. I'm hearing they think you're socially smart and together, and somebody who's kind of regular, who gets their regular cleaning. Like, you wouldn't miss an appointment. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, with doctor appointment, you wouldn't miss an appointment. You're not a wishy-washy person. So it's also somebody who weathers life's storms. Like, the opposite to a hysterical, person who freaks out over a mouse. You're somebody who's very stable. And yeah, like, you're not somebody who would freak out over a mouse in your room. And also, I'm hearing that they also, I'm hearing some guys might think you're stubborn and not like that. But some guys might think that's good and, like, create stability. They may like search you out because they feel that you're, frivolity, the opposite of that. And that's what I was saying before, like, you're not frivolous. So you're kind of the stable energy. So they may find your energy like welcome because it's not frivolous. You say what you're gonna do and you're gonna do it. Also unafraid. I'm hearing almost unafraid of death. Like, in some cases, they may feel that you're almost like money and fortune. Interesting, money and fortune. You're very unafraid. Not somebody that can be pushed around, and even somebody who has, who can be really ballsy to the point of you'd fight like a hell's angel, or like you wouldn't back down from a fight, is what I'm hearing with the foe and enemy and money and fortune. Like, they feel that you want stability. They may think that money is important to you. Maybe it is. There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe it's just a projection on their part. But foe and enemy, they think that they foe and enemy, money and fortune. So they think that, like, you like, I'm hearing that they may think you have good boundaries, but something about, like something about, like, you wouldn't be taken advantage of. Like, you would go forward fearlessly. You wouldn't be afraid. Like, in a dispute, you wouldn't be taken advantage of. You wouldn't be afraid to get what's yours. But also, I think some think that you have a spiritual side too. Something that you have a very spiritual side. Like, maybe ones that have the eyes to see that you have a spiritual side. Yeah, and grounded in your life purpose. So I'm hearing that, like, some guys resent you because you stand up for yourself. It could even be at work where they resent you because you don't put up with any crap. But they also see that you let go of fear now. Yeah, fearless. They feel that you're fearless, and you almost have that strong, stable Taurian energy. You go forward and use your imagination. And also they see that I'm hearing that you have a spiritual imaginative side, but only a select few of guys see that. And you have a strong sense of humor, and they tend to see that more. But you're very almost stable and protective, and not wishy-washy. Somebody who like moves forward with power and confidence. And I'm hearing that there's a lot of guys that have a positive feeling about that. They like that energy. But then some don't, because they find that you're headstrong and not to be you're a force to be reckoned with. You're a force to be reckoned with. So some guys don't like that. Some enjoy the stable, like, the stable energy that you provide. Let's see if there's any last messages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's see what else. Page of Cups. Some feel that you have an emotional side that you are hiding, or they think it's there, and some wish you would be more emotional. Like, it's almost like, you know how guys are sometimes like, oh, well, I wish that the person, they're just too emotional, women are too hysterical, but some wish that you'd be a little bit, almost more less reasonable. But if that makes sense, like they almost, but you're just like, you don't get anyone, you dot your P's and Q's, you don't let anyone get away with anything. And I'm hearing more and more guys appreciate this energy. So that's interesting. So I'm hearing, yeah, man, like, just stable but stubborn. Stable but stubborn, but most guys appreciate this energy, some don't. All right, thank you for watching.